What if the lands you walk on today hold secrets so profound they could rewrite history itself? Across the vast expanse of the ancient Americas, remnants of extraordinary civilizations whisper tales of innovation, mystery, and the unexplainable, challenging everything we think we know. From colossal stone heads crafted with inexplicable precision to intricate geoglyphs sprawling across deserts, the ancient world left behind puzzles that have stumped experts for centuries. What drove the Maya to abandon their grand cities? How did the builders of Teotihuacan masterfully align their towering pyramids with celestial patterns? And who were the enigmatic people who etched massive symbols into the earth that can only be fully seen from the skies above? Join us as we unravel the 25 most baffling mysteries of the ancient Americas, where extraordinary artifacts and lost cities hold answers we may never fully uncover. Prepare for an astonishing journey into the past, where every question seems to provoke even more awe and wonder. Stay with us, because what you're about to discover might just change the way you view history forever. Now turning to the first enigma, let's unravel the mystery of the Nazca Lines. These massive geoglyphs spread across the arid plains of southern Peru are one of the most perplexing wonders of the ancient Americas. Spanning hundreds of feet, their sheer scale and precision can only be fully appreciated from the skies above. Depicting animals, plants, and geometric shapes, these designs were etched into the desert floor over 1,500 years ago by the Nazca people. But why were they created? Some scholars suggest they may have served as an astronomical calendar, aligning with celestial events to guide agricultural or spiritual practices. Others believe they marked ceremonial pathways, enabling rituals that connected the people to their deities. And then there are the more unconventional theories. Could these intricate lines and figures, visible only from great heights, have been messages to gods above, or evidence of advanced pre-Columbian knowledge, perhaps even help from extraterrestrial beings? Such speculation has fueled debates for decades, with no definitive answers in sight. What makes their creation even more puzzling is the lack of sophisticated tools available during that era, leaving us to wonder how the Nazca people achieved such precision and scale. As the mystery deepens, the Nazca Lines continue to invite researchers and dreamers alike to uncover their true purpose. Moving forward, let us delve into another fascinating puzzle of the ancient Americas, the sudden disappearance of the mighty Maya civilization. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we turn to the enigmatic disappearance of the Maya civilization. Flourishing across present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and Honduras, the Maya were architectural marvels, mathematical pioneers, and astronomical visionaries. Their cities, such as Chichen Itza and Tikal, showcased towering pyramids and intricate stone carvings that still leave us in awe centuries later. They charted the skies with incredible accuracy, creating complex calendars and documenting celestial movements with a precision that remains remarkable even by today's standards. Yet, despite their scientific brilliance and cultural achievements, much of their civilization suddenly collapsed around 1,000 years ago, leaving behind abandoned cities swallowed by the jungle. What caused this dramatic downfall? Some experts point to prolonged droughts that may have crippled agricultural output, leading to famine and societal unrest. Others suggest escalating warfare between city-states could have fractured their once thriving network of trade and alliances. Disease, too, has been floated as a potential culprit, possibly introduced through increased contact between groups. Adding to the mystery, the Maya did not disappear entirely. Descendants of this incredible culture still thrive today, keeping fragments of their heritage alive through language, tradition, and art. Even so, the abandonment of their grand cities and the rapid decline of their once dominant civilization continue to spark questions. Could the answer lie in some combination of these theories, or is there an unknown factor yet to be discovered? the fall of the Maya remains one of history's greatest unsolved enigmas, reminding us of the delicate balance between human achievement and nature's forces. Moving forward, our exploration takes us deep into the Amazon rainforest to uncover the legend of the lost city of Z. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we venture into the heart of the Amazon rainforest to unravel the legend of the lost city of Z, a tale that has fueled imaginations for over a century. This mythical city, said to be a place of immense wealth and advanced culture, has lured countless explorers into the dense and perilous jungle. Among the most famous of these was Percy Fawcett, a British explorer who became obsessed with finding this fabled city. In 1925, Fawcett embarked on what would become his final expedition, vanishing into the Amazon along with his son and their companion. Their disappearance only added to the mystique, as no trace of their fate was ever definitively uncovered. But the mystery of the lost city of Z does not end with Fawcett's story. Recent archaeological discoveries have reignited interest in the possibility of advanced ancient civilizations thriving in the region. Satellite imagery and ground research have revealed the remnants of vast settlements, featuring intricate geometric earthworks, road systems, and evidence of advanced agricultural techniques. These findings challenge the long-standing perception of the Amazon as a pristine wilderness untouched by significant human activity. Could these structures be remnants of the civilization Fawcett was searching for, or were they part of an entirely different network of ancient societies? The dense rainforest has long protected its secrets, but modern technology is slowly peeling back the layers of its history. The lost city of Z remains an enduring mystery that bridges the worlds of myth and reality, sparking questions about what civilizations may have risen and fallen within the Amazon's seemingly impenetrable depths. As we leave behind this tale of exploration and intrigue, our journey now leads us to the colossal stone heads of the Olmec civilization in Mexico. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we arrive in the heart of Mexico, where the colossal stone heads of the Olmec civilization stand as silent sentinels of an ancient world. These monumental sculptures, some weighing as much as 50 tons and reaching heights of over 9 feet, are a testament to the extraordinary craftsmanship of a society that flourished over 3,000 years ago. Carved from basalt, a material often transported from quarries located dozens of miles away, the heads pose one of the most puzzling questions. How did a civilization without advanced tools or vehicles manage such a feat of engineering? The precision with which these heads were sculpted is equally awe-inspiring, with detailed facial features that reflect individuality, suggesting they may represent specific leaders or significant figures of Olmec society. Theories about their purpose range from depictions of rulers to symbols of spiritual or political power, but no definitive explanation has emerged. The Olmec heads also spark intrigue due to their unique features, which some interpret as evidence of cultural exchanges or influences far beyond the Americas. What makes this mystery even more compelling is the scarcity of written records from the Olmec, leaving their society and its achievements shrouded in ambiguity. These colossal heads are more than just relics. They are windows into a civilization that laid the groundwork for later cultures like the Maya and Aztec, yet whose full story remains elusive. As we ponder the legacy of the Olmec and their artistic and logistical genius, our journey takes us north to Ohio, where a serpent of earth stretches across the landscape, inviting us to uncover its secrets. Now turning to Ohio, we encounter the awe-inspiring Great Serpent Mound, an enormous earthen sculpture that winds its way gracefully across the landscape, spanning over 1,300 feet in length. This ancient structure, shaped like an uncoiling serpent with an oval-shaped head, has intrigued researchers and visitors alike for centuries. Its precise origin remains a mystery, with debates over whether it was constructed by the Adena culture over 2,000 years ago or by the Fort Ancient culture a few hundred years later. What is undeniable is the mound's astonishing alignment with celestial events, as its curves and coils appear to correspond with lunar cycles, solstices, and equinoxes. The serpent's head aligns almost perfectly with the setting sun on the summer solstice, suggesting it may have served as a monumental astronomical calendar or a site for spiritual ceremonies tied to celestial phenomena. Adding to the intrigue is the lack of burial artifacts typically found in other mounds of the region, raising questions about its true purpose. Was it a ceremonial site, a cosmic map, or a representation of mythology? Theories abound, with some suggesting the serpent symbolizes rebirth or fertility, while others believe it represents a connection to the underworld or a guardian of sacred land. The craftsmanship required to create such a precise design on a massive scale, visible only from above, continues to spark debate about the knowledge and sophistication of its builders. As we marvel at the artistry and enigmatic purpose of the Great Serpent Mound, we prepare to journey south to Mexico, where towering pyramids hold secrets of their own, inviting us to delve deeper into the architectural wonders of ancient civilizations. Moving forward, we find ourselves in the heart of Mexico, gazing upon the awe-inspiring Pyramids of Teotihuacan, immense architectural marvels that continue to puzzle historians and archaeologists alike. These ancient pyramids, known as the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, dominate the vast cityscape of what was once the largest city in the Americas during its prime. Rising majestically, the Pyramid of the Sun stands at approximately 200 feet tall, making it one of the largest pyramids in the world. Its counterpart, the Pyramid of the Moon, though slightly smaller, holds an equally commanding presence at the city's northern end, aligned perfectly with the sacred Avenue of the Dead. The precision of their construction reveals a level of architectural and astronomical mastery that is astonishing for a civilization whose origins remain shrouded in mystery. Teotihuacan itself was a vibrant urban center with a remarkably diverse population, composed of various ethnic groups who contributed to its cultural and economic complexity. Yet, despite its immense influence, the identity of its builders is unknown, as the city predates the Aztecs by several centuries. Adding an eerie element to its grandeur are the underground tunnels and chambers discovered beneath the pyramids. These subterranean passages, some filled with glittering mica and symbolic artifacts, are thought to represent the underworld in the city's cosmology, serving as a spiritual connection between the heavens, the earth, and the realms below. But what caused this magnificent civilization to fall into ruin? Theories range from internal strife and resource depletion to invasion or climate change, yet no single explanation fully accounts for its mysterious collapse. The lack of written records further deepens the enigma, offering only artifacts, and the grandeur of the cities remains to piece together its story. As we stand in awe of Teotihuacan's towering pyramids and ponder their forgotten builders and their celestial designs, we prepare to travel even further back in time to Chile, where evidence of one of the America's earliest human settlements unravels established notions of migration and survival. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we travel to the lush landscapes of southern Chile, where the sight of Monte Verde has forever altered our understanding of the ancient Americas. Unearthed in the mid-20th century, Monte Verde stands as one of the oldest known human settlements in the Americas, dating back over 14,000 years, well before the traditionally accepted timeline of human migration across the continent. This groundbreaking discovery sent shockwaves through the archaeological community, directly challenging the long-held Clovis first theory, which posited that the earliest inhabitants of the Americas arrived roughly 13,000 years ago via a land bridge connecting Siberia and Alaska. The meticulously preserved remains found at Monte Verde tell a story of resourceful people who thrived in an environment vastly different from the arid conditions of modern-day Patagonia. Archaeologists uncovered evidence of wooden structures, tools, and even plant-based medicinal knowledge, suggesting a surprisingly advanced and organized community for its time. But the real enigma lies in how these early settlers reached this remote corner of the world so far south, so early. Theories have emerged proposing coastal migration routes where small groups traveled by boat along the Pacific shoreline, surviving on seafood and marine resources. This idea defies conventional narratives, painting a picture of adaptability and ingenuity in ways that continue to fascinate researchers. Monteverde not only rewrote history, but also opened the door to countless questions about the peopling of the Americas. Who were these early pioneers? Where did they come from? And how did they adapt so expertly to their surroundings? The answers remain elusive, leaving Monteverde as both a testament to early human resilience and a symbol of the mysteries that still lie hidden in the annals of history. As we reflect on the profound implications of this discovery, our journey takes us to yet another intriguing chapter in the ancient Americas, where the legend of crystal skulls blurs the lines between history and mysticism. As the next challenge unfolds, we delve into the captivating legend of the crystal skulls, objects that straddle the line between ancient craftsmanship and modern mystery. These skulls, often attributed to pre-Columbian civilizations like the Maya or the Aztec, are carved from clear or milky quartz. They have captured imaginations worldwide, not only for their aesthetic allure but for the profound mysteries surrounding their origins and purpose. According to legend, these skulls were believed to possess extraordinary powers, from healing abilities to unlocking ancient knowledge. Some even claim they hold keys to humanity's cosmic destiny. However, these claims have fueled controversy, as many of the skulls lack conclusive archaeological context, raising questions about their authenticity. While proponents of the legend often point to intricate carvings and the seemingly advanced techniques used to create them, scientific analysis has revealed markings consistent with modern tools, suggesting that many could be sophisticated forgeries created in the last few centuries. Despite this, the crystal skulls have found a firm place in popular culture, from fictional tales of treasure hunters to conspiracy theories about extraterrestrial origins. These stories contribute to the enduring allure of the skulls, but they also blur the line between historical facts and speculative fiction. What remains undeniable is their power to captivate and inspire both believers in ancient mysteries and skeptics alike. Are these artifacts simply the product of modern imagination, or could they be remnants of an advanced knowledge lost to time? The debate rages on, leaving the crystal skulls as enigmatic symbols of the ancient Americas, forever sparking curiosity and wonder. With these questions lingering in the air, we now journey deeper into the rainforests of the Amazon, where hidden geometric earthworks tell another story of human ingenuity long forgotten. Moving forward, the story shifts to the dense, humid rainforests of the Amazon, where an astonishing discovery has reshaped our understanding of this vast region. Hidden beneath the lush canopy lie immense geometric earthworks, structures that hint at an ancient civilization's remarkable ingenuity. These geoglyphs, as they are called, feature enormous circles, squares, and intricate patterns etched into the earth, some spanning hundreds of meters. For centuries, the Amazon was thought to be an untouched wilderness, a pristine ecosystem free from significant human impact. However, these earthworks tell a far different story. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence that ancient civilizations not only existed here, but actively managed the Amazon's ecosystem on a grand scale. They enriched the soil through innovative techniques like using biochar, a method that created fertile patches of land known as terra preta, or black earth. These practices suggest these societies had an intricate understanding of their environment, balancing survival with sustainability. But why were the geoglyphs built? Some researchers posit they served ceremonial or spiritual purposes, while others believe they might have been markers of territorial boundaries or even astronomical observatories. What adds to the mystery is their monumental size and precision, achieved without modern tools or technology. The construction of these designs would have required large-scale cooperation and advanced planning, indicating a highly organized society. Yet, despite their ingenuity, these civilizations seemingly vanished, leaving behind only faint traces of their existence. Today, as deforestation unveils more of these geometric patterns, the true scale of this ancient landscape continues to emerge, challenging the long-held notion that the Amazon was an untouched Eden. The geoglyphs stand as silent witnesses to a forgotten chapter of human innovation, bridging the gap between the natural world and the astounding capabilities of human creativity. And as these discoveries unfold, they compel us to rethink our understanding of the Amazon and its role within ancient America's untold history. Now, as we leave the mysteries of the rainforest behind, we climb into the highlands to explore another marvel of human ingenuity, the ancient Bolivian site of Tiwanaku and Pumapunku. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we ascend into the Bolivian highlands, where the ancient ruins of Tiwanaku and Pumapunku reveal astonishing feats of engineering and craftsmanship. Tiwanaku, once the center of a powerful civilization, stands as a testament to human ingenuity, with its monumental structures and precise alignments to celestial events. Among its most enigmatic features are the Acapana Pyramid and the Gateway of the Sun, a massive stone arch carved from a single block of andesite, intricately adorned with symbols that may have held deep astronomical or spiritual significance. Yet, it is the nearby site of Pumapunku that elevates the mystery to a whole new level. Here, one encounters immense stone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, cut with laser-like precision and assembled in interlocking patterns that defy explanation. The craftsmanship is so advanced that the stones fit together without the use of mortar, with joints so tight that even a blade of grass could not pass between them. What makes this even more remarkable is that these blocks were quarried and transported from miles away, raising questions about how such monumental tasks were accomplished without the aid of modern tools or machinery. The site's intricate details, including perfectly drilled holes and sharp angles, have sparked speculation about the use of lost technologies or even extraterrestrial assistance. Adding to the allure, Tiwanaku's layout appears to align with astronomical phenomena such as the solstices and equinoxes, suggesting that its builders possessed a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos. Some scholars theorize that Tiwanaku served as a ceremonial hub, with its architecture designed to reflect a connection between the heavens and the earth. Others argue that it may have been a center for agricultural experimentation or a political capital that unified the region. Despite centuries of study, Tiwanaku and Pumapunku remain shrouded in mystery, their origins and purpose open to interpretation. The precision, scale, and ingenuity of these sites challenge our perceptions of what ancient civilizations were capable of, leaving us in awe of their achievements. As we descend from these awe-inspiring ruins, the story takes us further back in time to a site that has rewritten the history of human migration to the Americas, Monte Verde in Chile. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we arrive at the heart of what was once the most sophisticated pre-Columbian city north of Mexico, Cahokia. Nestled near the modern-day city of St. Louis, this sprawling ancient metropolis was a thriving urban center, home to tens of thousands of people at its peak. At the core of Cahokia's mystery lies its monumental mounds, with Monk's Mound standing as the largest earthen structure in the Americas, rising over 100 feet tall and covering an area larger than a modern football field. These mounds were meticulously constructed by hand, layer upon layer of earth, showcasing an extraordinary level of organization and labor. Surrounding this massive structure were carefully planned plazas, ceremonial sites, and residential neighborhoods, all connected by a complex network of roads and waterways. The city's advanced urban planning demonstrates a deep understanding of engineering and resource management, raising questions about the leadership and societal structure that made such a feat possible. Cahokia's influence extended far beyond its borders, with evidence of trade networks stretching from the Gulf of Mexico to the Great Lakes region. Artifacts such as copper tools, shell ornaments, and elaborate pottery reveal a culture rich in craftsmanship and ritual. However, despite its grandeur, Cahokia's purpose remains a subject of debate. Some scholars believe it served as a ceremonial center, with its mounds functioning as platforms for temples, elite residences, or astronomical observatories. This idea is supported by the discovery of Woodhenge, a series of massive wooden posts arranged in circular patterns that appear to align with solstices and equinoxes, hinting at a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. Yet, just as mysterious as its rise is its sudden decline. By the late 1300s, Cahokia was abandoned, leaving behind no written records to explain its fall. Theories range from environmental degradation and resource exhaustion to internal conflict or external pressures. Could deforestation and soil depletion have undermined the city's agricultural base? Or did social upheaval and shifting trade routes play a role? The reasons remain speculative, and the lack of written language adds another layer to the enigma, leaving archaeologists to reconstruct its story through excavations and analysis. Cahokia stands as a testament to the ingenuity of its builders and the complexities of human civilization, challenging our understanding of the societies that once thrived in ancient North America. Moving forward, our journey takes us to the Pacific Northwest, where a profusion of enigmatic rock carvings invites us to unravel their hidden meanings. Moving forward, we arrive in the Pacific Northwest, a region brimming with natural beauty and cultural depth, where another mystery awaits: the Vancouver petroglyphs. Scattered across the landscape, these ancient rock carvings represent an artistic and spiritual legacy that continues to intrigue researchers and storytellers alike. The petroglyphs, etched into stone with remarkable precision, depict a wide array of symbols from human and animal figures to abstract geometric patterns. Each carving seems to carry a story, yet their exact meanings remain elusive. Some scholars suggest they served as a form of indigenous communication, perhaps marking significant events, territorial boundaries, or pathways. Others believe they held spiritual significance, functioning as portals to the sacred or as tools for shamanic rituals aimed at connecting with the natural and supernatural worlds. These carvings are thought to be deeply rooted in the traditions of the indigenous peoples who have called this region home for thousands of years. Oral histories passed down through generations often describe the petroglyphs as gifts from the spirit world, symbols of guidance, or records of celestial events. Their locations add another layer to the puzzle, as they are frequently found near water sources, cliffs, or other geologically striking features. Could these sites have been chosen for their spiritual resonance, or were they practical markers in an interconnected network of ancient travel routes? What remains most perplexing is the sheer abundance of these carvings and the consistency of themes across vast distances. How and why did these motifs spread so widely, and what do they reveal about the social or spiritual networks of the people who created them? Despite the mystery cloaking their origins, one thing is clear: the Vancouver petroglyphs are enduring testaments to the creative and symbolic expression of ancient cultures. They whisper of a world where art and spirituality seamlessly intertwined, offering modern viewers a glimpse into a way of life that valued harmony with nature and the cosmos. As we leave these enigmatic carvings behind, our journey next takes us deep into the jungles of South America, where the legend of a golden city has lured explorers for centuries. Now turning to the heart of South America, we uncover one of the most enduring legends of the ancient world: the tale of El Dorado, the fabled city of gold. This myth has captivated the imagination of explorers and adventurers for centuries, driving countless expeditions into the dense, uncharted jungles in search of unimaginable wealth. But where did this story originate, and how much of it is rooted in reality? The legend begins with the Muisca people of present-day Colombia, who performed a fascinating ritual involving their leader known as the Golden Man. According to historical accounts, the Muisca chief would cover himself in gold dust and sail to the middle of Lake Guatavita, where he would submerge himself in the waters as a spiritual offering to the gods. Alongside him, golden artifacts and precious jewels were cast into the lake, symbolizing devotion and ensuring harmony with the divine. These rituals, steeped in spiritual significance, were misinterpreted by early European invaders who saw them as proof of a vast city made entirely of gold hidden somewhere in the unexplored wilderness. As the myth of El Dorado spread, it evolved into a story of an entire civilization draped in unimaginable riches. This inspired relentless searches by adventurers like Francisco de Orellana, Gonzalo Pizarro, and Sir Walter Raleigh, among others, each venturing deep into dangerous terrain filled with rivers, mountains, and jungles. However, the relentless pursuit often ended in failure, tragedy, or disappearance, with no treasure ever found. Despite the lack of tangible evidence, the legend of El Dorado shaped the course of history, driving the colonization of the Americas as European powers sought to exploit the perceived wealth of these lands. Today, remnants of the legend linger in lakes like Guatavita, where archaeological efforts have uncovered golden artifacts that confirm the ritual practices of the Muisca people, but not the existence of a golden city. Yet the allure of El Dorado remains strong, symbolizing humanity's ceaseless quest for discovery, wealth, and the unknown. The story of El Dorado is a powerful reminder of how myths can blur the line between history and imagination, influencing cultures and reshaping entire continents. With this golden legend etched into our memories, we now descend into the dark depths of one of Ecuador's most mysterious caves, rumored to hold secrets far older than the search for gold. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we venture into the mysterious depths of the Cueva de los Teos, a cave system in Ecuador that has long fascinated explorers, researchers, and even astronauts. This enigmatic site is surrounded by stories of ancient civilizations, strange artifacts, and otherworldly secrets. Among the most captivating legends is the tale of a hidden library composed of metal books, believed to hold knowledge far beyond the understanding of modern humanity. These metallic tomes are said to contain intricate engravings of symbols, maps, and possibly even advanced technologies, hinting at the existence of a lost civilization with capabilities that defy time and logic. Skeptics argue that these claims lack substantial evidence, yet the allure of this hidden treasure persists, drawing the attention of curious minds from around the globe. Adding to the intrigue, the Cueva de los Teos gained international fame in the 1970s, when it became the site of a highly publicized expedition involving none other than Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon. Armstrong's participation was due to the involvement of scientific teams and researchers who believed the caves held significant archaeological and historical importance. While the expedition uncovered fascinating geological formations and confirmed the presence of man-made modifications to parts of the cave, no definitive proof of the legendary metal library was ever brought to light. However, artifacts such as unusual stone carvings and what appeared to be intricate tools have fueled ongoing speculation about the true story behind the cave's origins and its potential connection to an advanced ancient culture. Beyond the artifacts, the Teos cave system itself is a marvel, stretching deep into the earth with expansive chambers, narrow passages, and labyrinthine tunnels that have yet to be fully explored. The local Shuar people, who have lived in the region for centuries, hold the caves sacred and tell stories of the cave being a place of spiritual significance, inhabited by powerful beings. Legends passed down through generations describe how their ancestors may have interacted with these beings, adding yet another layer to the mystery of what lies within. While scientific investigations have sought to demystify these stories, the unexplored portions of the cave leave much to the imagination. The Cueva de los Teos stands as a testament to humanity's unending curiosity and desire to uncover the unknown. Whether it holds a library of unimaginable knowledge, remnants of an advanced civilization, or simply the echoes of natural wonders, its allure remains timeless. As we emerge from the depths of this shadowy enigma, we now turn to another controversial discovery that has divided experts and captivated the public: the Vinland map, which may hold clues to pre-Columbian contact between Europe and the Americas. Now turning to another fascinating puzzle, the Vinland map presents a provocative glimpse into the possibility of pre-Columbian contact between Europe and the Americas. This mysterious document, first revealed to the public in the mid-20th century, depicts a portion of the world that seems to include the eastern coastline of North America centuries before Christopher Columbus's famous voyage. Its bold claim to authenticity lies in its portrayal of Vinland, a region described in Norse sagas as a land visited by Viking explorers around 1,000 years ago. If genuine, the map could revolutionize our understanding of history, proving that knowledge of the New World existed in Europe long before conventional timelines suggest. However, the Vinland map's authenticity has been a matter of intense debate among scholars, historians, and scientists. Critics point to inconsistencies in the map's materials, particularly the ink, which some studies suggest may contain modern chemical compounds not available in medieval times. These findings have led many to dismiss the map as a clever forgery, perhaps created to stir controversy or to capitalize on the public interest in Viking exploration. On the other hand, supporters argue that subsequent tests have shown more ambiguous results, leaving open the tantalizing possibility that the map could in fact be genuine. The implications of the Vinland map's authenticity extend far beyond its historical timeline. It challenges the traditional narrative of European exploration and raises questions about the transmission of knowledge across continents and cultures. Did Norse voyagers not only reach North America but also share their discoveries with others in Europe? And if so, why did this knowledge seem to vanish from mainstream historical records? The map's mysterious origins, combined with its controversial legacy, continue to spark heated debates in academia and beyond. Its story is a reminder of how artifacts, whether authentic or fabricated, can hold immense power in shaping our understanding of the past. As the debate over the Vinland map's origins lingers on, we journey next to another ancient wonder that defies explanation: the massive stone walls of Sacsayhuaman, where questions about engineering, ingenuity, and ancient knowledge collide. Moving forward, we find ourselves standing before the awe-inspiring Sacsayhuaman walls, a breathtaking testament to the ingenuity of the Inca civilization. Located high in the Andes near the ancient city of Cusco, these massive stone walls are a marvel of engineering that has baffled experts for centuries. Each stone, some weighing as much as 100 tons, was meticulously cut and fitted together with such precision that not even a blade of grass can slip between them, all achieved without the use of mortar. The scale of this achievement raises profound questions. How did the Incas manage to carve and transport such gigantic stones across the rugged mountain terrain with the limited tools and resources available to them? Some theories suggest they employed a highly organized labor force using wooden rollers, ramps, and immense manpower, while others speculate about the possible use of advanced techniques or methods lost to time. The mystery deepens further when we consider the absence of any written records from the Inca themselves detailing these construction methods. Their reliance on oral tradition and the destruction of much of their cultural heritage during the Spanish conquest leave us with only fragments of their knowledge. Were these walls a show of power, a fortress against invaders, or perhaps a ceremonial and spiritual site aligned with the Incas' deep connection to the natural world? Intriguingly, some researchers point to the walls' remarkable resistance to earthquakes, a feature that suggests an advanced understanding of structural engineering. This earthquake-proof design, combined with the sheer size of the stones and the complexity of their arrangement, challenges modern builders to this day. Could the Inca have possessed a level of technological or architectural sophistication far beyond what we credit them with, or is there another explanation that has yet to come to light? These perplexing questions ensure that the story of Sacsayhuaman remains one of the most enduring enigmas of the ancient Americas. As we step away from these extraordinary walls, our journey takes us further into the world of the past, uncovering the secrets of another vanished civilization, the mysterious Chachapoya, the cloud warriors of Peru, whose story is equally shrouded in mystery and wonder. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we ascend to the mist-shrouded mountaintops of the Andes, where the enigmatic Chachapoya people once ruled. Known as the warriors of the clouds, their civilization thrived in the dense cloud forests of northern Peru. The Chachapoya are remembered for their astonishing cliffside constructions, such as the towering fortress of Cuelap. Perched high above the Utcubamba Valley, this massive complex is one of the largest stone structures in South America, rivaling even the grandeur of Machu Picchu. Its walls, reaching heights of nearly 60 feet, encircle hundreds of structures, a testament to the Chachapoya's architectural brilliance and strategic planning. But why did they choose such remote and treacherous locations for their settlements? Was it purely for defense, a way to protect themselves from rival tribes, or did the high-altitude setting hold spiritual or ceremonial significance? This question becomes even more intriguing when we consider the Chachapoya's deep connection to their environment. Their culture was intricately tied to the natural world, with a reverence for the mountains, clouds, and rivers that surrounded them. Despite their achievements, the Chachapoya story took a tragic turn upon contact with the Incas and later the Europeans. By the late 15th century, the powerful Inca Empire had subdued the Chachapoya, absorbing their lands and people. Yet, even under Inca rule, their cultural identity persisted. However, the arrival of European explorers brought diseases that decimated the population, erasing much of their legacy. What remains today are the haunting remnants of their cliffside tombs, their mummies carefully preserved but shrouded in mystery. These burial sites, carved into sheer rock faces, defy explanation. How did they reach such perilous heights, and what rituals accompanied these burials? Could these practices offer us a glimpse into their world view and beliefs about life and the afterlife? Despite centuries of study, the Chachapoya remain an enigma. Their sudden disappearance, coupled with the loss of written records and oral histories, leaves us with more questions than answers. Who truly were the warriors of the clouds, and what can their story teach us about resilience and adaptation in such a challenging landscape? As we descend from their lofty mountain strongholds, our path leads us next to another mystery of the ancient Americas, a tale that blurs the lines between fact and legend, the puzzling Ica stones of Peru. Now turning to the curious enigma of the Ica stones, we find ourselves surrounded by a collection of smooth, dark stones etched with images that seem to defy conventional history. Discovered near the town of Ica in Peru, these artifacts feature carvings of dinosaurs walking alongside humans, intricate depictions of advanced surgical procedures, and devices that appear far beyond the capabilities of ancient civilizations. The sheer variety and surreal nature of these carvings have sparked fierce debates among archaeologists, historians, and enthusiasts alike. Skeptics argue that the stones are modern fabrications, pointing out inconsistencies in the carvings and the lack of an archaeological context for their finds. Some even suggest that local villagers produced these engravings to sell as curiosities to tourists in the 20th century. On the other hand, believers in their authenticity propose that the stones could serve as evidence of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge, perhaps even one that coexisted with prehistoric creatures. They argue that such detailed representations would be impossible without first-hand observation or advanced technology. Were these stones meant to record historical events, represent mythological stories, or convey some forgotten body of knowledge? The controversy deepens when considering the lack of scientific consensus on their age, as no definitive dating method has been applied to the stones or their carvings. Yet they continue to captivate imaginations, inviting us to ponder the possibility of unknown chapters in human history. Whether viewed as an elaborate hoax or a glimpse into an extraordinary past, the Ica stones hold a unique place in the mysteries of the ancient Americas. Moving forward, we shift our focus from these perplexing artifacts to another marvel of ancient ingenuity, the towering moai statues of Easter Island. Now turning to the awe-inspiring moai statues of Easter Island, we find ourselves on Rapa Nui, a remote island in the vast Pacific Ocean. These massive stone figures, some standing over 30 feet tall and weighing as much as 80 tons, have puzzled researchers for centuries. Carved from volcanic tuff, a relatively soft rock, the moai were created by the island's Polynesian inhabitants between 800 and 1200 years ago. But how were these monumental figures, with their solemn expressions and elongated features, transported from the Rono Raraku quarry to their final resting places some miles away? Theories abound, ranging from sledges and ropes to a rocking method that allowed the statues to walk upright. These statues are more than just feats of engineering. They were central to the spiritual life of the Rapa Nui people. Many of the moai were positioned to face inland, watching over villages as protectors and symbols of ancestral power. Yet their creation may also hold clues to the island's mysterious decline. The construction and transport of nearly 1,000 moai likely demanded immense resources, including trees for building sleds or ropes. This, combined with overpopulation, could have led to deforestation, soil erosion, and dwindling food supplies, triggering societal collapse. Some researchers also suggest that conflicts over resources may have escalated into internal strife, hastening the downfall of Rapa Nui's once thriving culture. Despite these theories, many questions remain unanswered. How did the Rapa Nui society organize such colossal projects? Why did they suddenly stop building the moai? And what role did their spiritual beliefs play in this dramatic shift? The moai stand as silent witnesses to a bygone civilization, reminding us of human ingenuity and the fragile balance between culture and environment. As we explore the ingenuity of Easter Island, we now journey from the Pacific to the Great Lakes region to examine the enigma of ancient copper mining. Moving forward to the Great Lakes region, we uncover the compelling mystery of ancient copper mining near Lake Superior. Evidence shows that between 5,000 and 7,000 years ago, ancient peoples extracted vast amounts of pure copper from this area, using tools made of stone and bone. What makes this phenomenon so intriguing is the sheer scale of the mining operations. Archaeologists estimate that more than 1 billion pounds of copper were removed during this prehistoric period, yet very little of it has been found in nearby settlements or burial sites. So where did all this copper go, and who were the miners that undertook such an extraordinary endeavor? Some theories suggest that the copper was used to create tools, weapons, and ceremonial objects, which might have been traded across vast distances, perhaps even reaching ancient cultures in Central and South America. These ideas raise even bigger questions about the extent of prehistoric trade networks and cultural exchanges across the Americas. Others speculate that much of the mined copper could have been lost over time due to corrosion or the lack of proper preservation. But there is another layer to this enigma. How were these ancient miners able to extract and transport such enormous quantities of copper without the advanced technology we associate with mining today? The tools they left behind hint at remarkable ingenuity and determination, but they also challenge our understanding of prehistoric capabilities. Adding to the mystery is the fact that knowledge of these ancient mining techniques appears to have vanished completely. There is no written record, oral history, or artifact that explains the sudden decline of copper extraction in the region. Did these early societies move on to different practices or succumb to environmental changes, resource depletion, or conflicts? The copper pits around Lake Superior serve as a haunting reminder of a forgotten chapter in human history. They stand as silent testaments to a prehistoric industry that was astonishingly sophisticated for its time yet remains shrouded in mystery. As we leave behind the ancient mines of the Great Lakes, we now descend into the tales of Patagonia to explore the fascinating reports of its legendary giants. Now turning to the windswept plains and rugged terrain of Patagonia, we encounter one of the most intriguing legends recorded by early European explorers, the tales of Patagonian giants. These accounts date back to the 16th century when sailors like Ferdinand Magellan narrated encounters with towering natives said to be twice the height of an average human. The stories described these giants as fierce, strong, and imposing, with some reports even claiming they stood over 12 feet tall. Such vivid descriptions captivated European imaginations, fueling speculation about unknown worlds and uncharted peoples at the farthest reaches of the globe. But how much of this is rooted in reality, and how much is the result of exaggeration, misunderstanding, or myth-making? Modern anthropology and archaeology cast doubt on the literal interpretation of these accounts. It is now widely believed that European explorers may have encountered the indigenous Tehuelche people, who were indeed taller on average than many Europeans of the time, often standing over 6 feet. From the perspective of sailors who rarely saw people of such stature, it is easy to see how these observations could grow into tales of mythical proportions as they were retold and passed along. The harsh and dramatic landscape of Patagonia itself likely contributed to the mystique, creating an otherworldly backdrop that amplified the sense of wonder and awe experienced by early explorers. Additionally, the tendency of sailors to embellish their reports, either to entertain or to secure funding for future voyages, cannot be overlooked as a factor in shaping these fantastical narratives. Despite the lack of physical evidence to support the existence of true giants in Patagonia, the legend remains a fascinating chapter in the intersection of history, folklore, and human perception. It reminds us of how exploration often blurs the line between fact and fiction. As we delve deeper into these ancient mysteries, our journey now takes us to the verdant landscapes of Central America, where the enigmatic artifacts of the Olmec civilization await our exploration. Now turning to the verdant landscapes of Central America, we find ourselves amidst the remnants of the enigmatic Olmec civilization, a culture often regarded as the mother civilization of Mesoamerica. Among their many achievements, the artifacts of La Venta stand as a testament to their advanced craftsmanship and mysterious legacy. This ancient site, located in present-day Tabasco, Mexico, is home to some of the most remarkable objects left behind by the Olmec people. The colossal stone heads, each carved from massive basalt boulders, are perhaps the most iconic. These heads, some reaching over 10 feet in height and weighing several tons, are thought to represent powerful rulers or deities. Their intricate details, including distinct facial features and elaborate headdresses, suggest a mastery of stone carving techniques that continues to amaze archaeologists. Equally fascinating are the altars and jade figurines discovered at La Venta. The altars, often ornately decorated with carvings depicting ceremonial scenes, indicate a society deeply intertwined with ritual and spiritual practices. The jade figurines, meticulously crafted from a material prized for its rarity and beauty, further highlight the Olmec's artistic and technical sophistication. But what do these artifacts truly reveal about the Olmec society's beliefs and way of life? Many researchers believe that the colossal heads and altars served not only as symbols of authority and power, but also as spiritual conduits, bridging the earthly and divine realms. The use of jade, often associated with fertility, life, and the cosmos, points to a culture with a profound connection to their environment and a deep understanding of symbolic representation. Yet, the greatest mystery surrounding La Venta is the sudden disappearance of the Olmec civilization. While their artifacts endure, the reasons behind their decline remain elusive. Was it environmental changes, conflict, or a combination of factors that led to their downfall? Their departure left behind more questions than answers, and with no written records, much of their story is left to interpretation. As we examine these artifacts, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of civilizations and the enduring power of the legacies they leave behind. Our next journey will take us to the arid landscapes of the American Southwest, where the mystery of the ancestral Puebloans' disappearance continues to puzzle historians and archaeologists alike. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we arrive at the sun-scorched landscapes of the American Southwest, where the mystery of the ancestral Puebloans, often referred to as the Anasazi, continues to baffle historians and archaeologists. These remarkable people, who thrived for centuries in what are now the Four Corners region of the United States, built awe-inspiring cliff dwellings such as those found at Mesa Verde and Choco Canyon. These structures, carved into sheer rock faces or constructed from meticulously stacked stone and adobe, stand as a testament to their ingenuity, adaptability, and architectural brilliance. However, what makes their story so intriguing is the question of why, after flourishing for so long, they abandoned these settlements with no clear explanation. Theories abound as researchers attempt to piece together the puzzle of their disappearance. One possibility is prolonged drought. Evidence from tree ring data suggests that a significant period of arid conditions, known as the Great Drought, struck the region in the late 12th and 13th centuries. This environmental challenge would have made it increasingly difficult to sustain agriculture, the lifeblood of the ancestral Puebloan economy. Without adequate water to grow crops like maize, the population may have faced severe food shortages, forcing them to seek more hospitable land. Another theory centers on resource depletion. As their communities grew and thrived, the ancestral Puebloans would have relied heavily on local resources such as timber, water, and game. Over time, the strain on these resources may have reached a tipping point, leaving the region unable to support its inhabitants. Additionally, some scholars propose that social or internal conflict could have played a role. Competition over scarce resources or disputes within or between communities may have driven the people to abandon their homes in search of stability and safety elsewhere. Others suggest the threat of external aggression, potentially from neighboring groups, might have exacerbated their challenges. Despite these theories, no single explanation fully accounts for the complexity of their disappearance. What is perhaps most compelling is the resilience and resourcefulness of the descendants of these people, who carried forward elements of their culture and adapted to the challenges of a changing world. Today, the cliff dwellings and other remnants of their society inspire both awe and curiosity, serving as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and the environment. As we leave behind the mysteries of the ancestral Puebloans, our next destination lies across the Pacific in the remote and isolated Easter Island, where the monumental Moai statues stand as silent witnesses to a society's rise and fall. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we delve into the haunting legend of the Codex Gigas, a medieval manuscript shrouded in mystery and dark tales. Often referred to as the Devil's Bible, this enormous book, weighing over 100 pounds, is said to be the largest surviving medieval manuscript in the world. Its origins, steeped in myth, are thought to trace back to a Bohemian monastery in the early 13th century. According to legend, the manuscript's creation was the work of a single monk who, condemned to be walled up alive for breaking his monastic vows, struck a perilous deal with the devil to complete the book in one night. The resulting work, which includes the entire Latin Bible alongside ancient medical texts, exorcisms, and a chilling full-page illustration of the devil, has fascinated and terrified readers for centuries. But what ties this mysterious relic to the Americas? some historians and theorists believe that the Codex Gigas may have made its way into the hands of early New World explorers, potentially inspiring or influencing their voyages. This connection, while speculative, stems from the manuscript's inclusion of cryptic knowledge and enigmatic symbols that some interpret as references to undiscovered lands. Additionally, its reputation as a source of forbidden knowledge only amplifies the intrigue, with some imagining that the book's contents could have provided hints or motivations for those seeking glory, wealth, and uncharted territory. Despite these theories, no concrete evidence links the Devil's Bible directly to the Americas. The manuscript remains firmly rooted in European history, yet its eerie tales and air of mystery have allowed its legend to transcend continents and centuries. The Codex Gigas stands not only as a marvel of medieval craftsmanship, but also as a reminder of the enduring human obsession with the unknown and the mystical. As we close the chapter on this enigmatic manuscript, our journey shifts its focus once again, this time to the breathtaking heights of the Incan civilization and the mysteries surrounding Machu Picchu's Temple of the Sun. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we ascend to the mist-laden peaks of the Andes to explore one of the crown jewels of Incan civilization, the Temple of the Sun in Machu Picchu. This remarkable structure, perched high above the Urubamba River, is a testament to the Incas' profound understanding of astronomy and their spiritual connection to nature. The Temple of the Sun, also known as Intihuatana, meaning hitching post of the sun, was meticulously designed to align with the sun's position during solstices. During the June solstice, sunlight streams through a strategically placed window, illuminating a specific spot within the temple, a phenomenon that demonstrates the engineers' precise calculations and their attunement to celestial cycles. This alignment was not merely a feat of technical brilliance, it was deeply spiritual. For the Incas, the sun, or Inti, was a divine entity, the giver of life and sustenance, and temples like this one served as sacred spaces for rituals and ceremonies to honor this powerful deity. It is believed that Incan priests used the Temple of the Sun to conduct ceremonies that ensured agricultural fertility, prosperity, and harmony with the natural world. The carefully crafted stonework with its smooth, interlocking blocks not only highlights the architectural genius of the Incas, but also suggests the site's sacred importance. The very stones seem to whisper ancient stories of reverence, connection, and mystery, as if inviting us to ponder the spiritual legacy left behind. Yet, much about the temple's rituals and purpose remains obscured, shrouded in the mists of history, leaving modern visitors and researchers to piece together fragments of its enigmatic past. As we marvel at the sheer ingenuity and devotion embodied by the Temple of the Sun, it becomes clear that every stone, every angle, and every beam of light holds a message waiting to be uncovered. Moving forward, we will delve deeper into the Sacred Valley's role in shaping the legacy of Machu Picchu and the Incan civilization. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we descend from the lofty heights of Machu Picchu to the lush expanse of the Sacred Valley, a region that served as the heartland of the Incan Empire and a cradle of its spiritual and agricultural ingenuity. This fertile valley, carved by the winding flow of the Urubamba River, was more than a geographical treasure. It was a sacred landscape interwoven with profound religious and cultural significance. The Incas believed that the Sacred Valley was a divine gift, its rivers mirroring the Milky Way and its peaks serving as guardians that connected the heavens and the earth. Its fertile plains allowed for the cultivation of abundant crops, particularly maize, which was considered a sacred food crucial to Incan rituals and daily sustenance. The valley's unique microclimates enabled advanced agricultural practices, including the creation of elaborate terracing systems that maximized arable land and demonstrated the Incas' remarkable engineering skills. These terraces, seen today in places like Moray, were not merely functional but also deeply symbolic, reflecting the Incas' harmonious relationship with nature and their belief in the reciprocity between humans and the earth. Beyond agriculture, the Sacred Valley was a spiritual epicenter, dotted with temples, ceremonial sites, and settlements that echoed the Incas' reverence for their environment. Structures like Pisac and Ollantaytambo were aligned with celestial events, reinforcing the interconnectedness of their spiritual beliefs and scientific knowledge. Pilgrimages to these sites were integral to Incan religious life, where ceremonies and offerings were conducted to honor the Apus, or mountain spirits, believed to protect and sustain the people. The Sacred Valley was not merely a land to be lived in, but a divine entity to be revered, a living testament to the Incas' ability to blend practical innovation with their deeply spiritual worldview. As we continue, we will explore the theories surrounding Machu Picchu's purpose, uncovering the layers of meaning behind its construction and its enduring legacy in the Sacred Valley. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we delve deeper into the enigmatic purpose of Machu Picchu, a site that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for generations. One prevailing theory suggests that Machu Picchu served as a royal estate for the Incan Emperor Pachacuti. This interpretation stems from its exquisite architecture and strategic location. Built high in the Andes, it offered both seclusion and prestige, a fitting setting for an elite retreat that showcased the empire's wealth and power. The carefully designed layout, with its residential areas, temples, and ceremonial plazas, hints at a space meant for both governance and grandeur, where the emperor could oversee his domain while engaging in spiritual and administrative activities. Another compelling theory proposes that Machu Picchu was primarily a religious retreat. Its alignment with significant celestial events such as the solstices and the discovery of ceremonial sites like the Intihuatana stone suggest that it functioned as a place of worship and meditation. The Incas' deep connection to the cosmos likely made this remote sanctuary an ideal location for rituals meant to honor their gods, connect with nature, and seek spiritual enlightenment. Such a purpose would explain the site's isolation, as it required pilgrimage and devotion to reach, underscoring its sacred nature. A third perspective considers Machu Picchu as an agricultural experiment. The surrounding terraces, ingeniously designed to prevent erosion and optimize crop yields, speak to the Incas' advanced agricultural knowledge. Some researchers speculate that these terraces were not merely for sustaining the residents of Machu Picchu, but also a testing ground for cultivating diverse crops in varying conditions. This would have made the site an essential hub for agricultural innovation that could benefit the broader Incan Empire. These theories, though distinct, are not mutually exclusive. Machu Picchu could have simultaneously served as a royal retreat, a spiritual haven, and an agricultural laboratory, reflecting the multifaceted nature of Incan society. Its enduring legacy lies in its ability to embody the harmony between practicality, spirituality, and ingenuity, offering a window into the sophisticated culture that once thrived here. As we turn the page to the conclusion of our exploration, we'll reflect on the broader significance of these mysteries and their role in shaping our understanding of ancient civilizations in the Americas. Moving forward, we revisit the intriguing enigma of the crystal skulls, artifacts shrouded in myth and mystery. These skulls, often claimed to be creations of ancient Mesoamerican civilizations, have captured the imagination of adventurers, scientists, and even storytellers in popular culture. However, modern scientific studies have cast doubt on their supposed ancient origins. Advanced analyses of these artifacts' carving techniques revealed telltale marks of rotary tools which were unavailable to pre-Columbian societies. Additionally, the material composition of many of these skulls, such as clear quartz sourced from regions outside the Americas, further challenges the narrative of their indigenous creation. Despite this evidence pointing towards their more recent manufacture, possibly during the late 19th or early 20th century, the crystal skulls have not lost their allure. Questions persist about their precise origins and purpose. Were they crafted as elaborate hoaxes, mystical symbols, or simply decorative objects? Even more puzzling are the stories surrounding their purported supernatural qualities, from healing powers to encoded ancient wisdom. While science has debunked many of the claims, the unanswered questions continue to spark fascination, leaving the true story of the crystal skulls as a blend of fact, legend, and enduring mystery. With the threads of this mystery still untangled, we now shift our focus to yet another perplexing question of the ancient Americas. As the next challenge unfolds, we turn our gaze to the Olmec civilization, often regarded as the enigmatic mother culture of Mesoamerica. The Olmecs, flourishing over 3,000 years ago along the Gulf Coast of modern-day Mexico, laid a foundation that seems to echo through the ages. Their influence is believed to extend far beyond their own society, shaping the cultural, artistic, and religious practices of later civilizations like the Maya and Aztec. One of the most striking examples of this influence lies in their art and iconography, which displays motifs such as jaguars, serpents, and human-animal hybrids, symbols later adopted and adapted by subsequent cultures. Additionally, the concept of monumental architecture, exemplified by the Olmec's colossal stone heads and ceremonial centers like San Lorenzo and La Venta, appears to have inspired the grand temples and plazas of the Maya and Aztec. In terms of religion, many scholars theorize that the Olmec pantheon of deities, centered around natural forces such as rain, maize, and fertility, served as a precursor to the complex gods worshipped by their successors. Even the Mesoamerican ball game, a ritualistic sport intertwined with mythology and politics, may trace its origins back to the Olmec. Yet, despite these apparent connections, much about the Olmec remains shrouded in mystery. How did this relatively early civilization achieve such sophisticated advancements? And to what extent did their ideas spread through trade, migration, or conquest? As we delve deeper into their cultural legacy, the Olmecs continue to stand as a bridge between the known and the unknown, a civilization whose influence lingers in the shadows of Mesoamerican history. With their echoes still resonating, we move forward to uncover another fascinating mystery of the ancient Americas. As we conclude our journey through these 25 mesmerizing mysteries of the ancient Americas, one thing becomes abundantly clear: the past is never just a collection of solved stories. It is a tapestry of intrigue, woven with threads of unanswered questions and tantalizing clues that challenge our understanding of human ingenuity, resilience, and creativity. From the enigmatic Nazca Lines stretching across the Peruvian desert to the colossal Olmec Heads that whisper secrets of a lost time, each mystery has offered us a glimpse into worlds that defy easy explanation. These puzzles, like the disappearance of the Maya or the precision of Machu Picchu's Temple of the Sun, remind us of the vast expanse of human potential, while also humbling us with how much remains unknown. They inspire explorers, scholars, and dreamers alike to keep pushing the boundaries of discovery, to question what we think we know, and to look at history not as a solved equation but as an ever-evolving story. Which of these mysteries captivated you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you are as fascinated by the enigmas of history as we are, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the wonders of our past. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Stay curious, and we will see you next time.